Morning. Bit disorganised today, sorry. So, 17th of April 2021. Got a lot to do today, but if I get through it, I'll do some random reads, I think. So, Astro DJ, what we've got. Please, anything? Oh. What do they call him? Glenn Campbell. Is it Glenn Campbell? Rhinestone Cowboy. So, let's see what we've got today, shall we? I'm a Rhinestone Cowboy. Sure it's Glenn Campbell. Pretty sure anyway. That's not one. And it's the 17th, we've been waiting for today, haven't we? Not sure where the moon is. I think it might be in Taurus bar now. Oh, we're upside down. It's a bit how I'm feeling today. So, had the electrician in yesterday. The house is upside down. Things have got to be sorted. So, 17, Spirit. The star. It's about fame. It's about being in the limelight. It's about getting out into society. Joining groups. Things are picking up here a little bit in the UK. Not massively, but things are opening up again and stuff. So, people will be getting out more, which is good. On the other hand, it makes my life miserable because I can't drive. So everybody's going to be at the shops before I am. Everybody's going to be wanting to get things sorted, and I've got to do a food shop. So in some ways it's better, in some ways it's not. And because I'm waffling, obviously, we've missed. Can't find the card. Where is it? Can't miss it again. There it is. So, not facing up to things. And the Spirit of warned us about that, haven't they? We have to face things head on, and it will be chaotic, but with the chaos will come hope, healing and freedom. So today may be a bit of a negative day, because we don't want to, like I just said, don't want to get out into the wild. Changes are coming. There could be bickering, but somebody's lit a flame under your passion. So don't stand for no messing. Oh, damn it. Change for the worse. a run of bad luck. Somebody's seeing their ass, cutting somebody out of their life. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, bad advice. Doctors, priests, lawyers. Somebody's very detached. Codependent situation. This isn't good, is it? So we're torn between what we should do and what we want to do. Do what you want to do. If you're moving, it could be an issue with the houses because it's torn between two properties, two situations. It's a gateway, but it's vacillating between the two things. So sometimes I get it when people are having to look after elderly parents or grandkids, or like me having to do more than one thing today and be wishing I could drive. But things are going to get better because we go from the 5 to the 6, which is moving on from stormy waters to calmer ones, leaving the baggage of the past behind. And the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight that always gets there in the end. Apologies, small improvements, step by step, baby steps. Things are going to get better financially and security. In every way possible, things are starting to get better. From the full moon, I believe, which will be the 28th. But tomorrow seems to be the turning point. So avoid the 10. Anybody born on the 10th, living or past date, Fudorian address, massively important in a negative way. And today may be a bit trying to avoid an issue. But we are moving on and we are taking baby steps towards a better future. Things are going to be coming very, very clear tomorrow, I think. So that's good, isn't it? It's a bit cold in here. I've got no wood for the fire, I don't think. Let's have a look. Let's see. Nightmare situation, like I said, people trying to avoid a situation. Issues from childhood or the past. Sometimes get this with child abuse. There's problems with children or issues from your childhood, or your inner child is suffering in some way. But the tall, handsome stranger has arrived in your life, or the gypsy card for the tall, handsome stranger, or there is a fire sign child. Someone's releasing themselves from a mental prison of their own making, and we are all on this threshold in some way. We know there's no going back to how things were. So we have to draw a line in the sand and decide now which path we're going to take. No, none of them are going to be easy, whatever they are, but they are going to be worth it, is what Spirit's saying. So the 18 is massively important in a positive way. There is finally getting over on a heartache, sorrow, loss, separation, a broken heart. And Spirit giving you the gift, the opportunity of a new beginning. Anything that started now will pay off within a year. Something has ended, something's died, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, because he's there, his armour is penetrated, but they haven't reached his soul. So there may be a passing for some, and it is going to cause heartbreak. It's a nightmare situation, but we've got to just go on. Water sign, child, possibly, over-emotional, no offers of love, no messages of love. It's very sad energy. So someone could lose someone, a passing. But you've got to feel this fear, whatever this is, the fear that's holding you back, and do it anyway. This is being prepared, like Buddha, to walk away from everything you know, turn your back on the people that are laughing at you, and go towards your true north, your star, your guiding light. Just like Dick Whittington, he believed the streets of London were paved with gold. He left the village with everybody laughing at him and saying he was a fool. And he got to London and realised he was a fool because the streets aren't paved with gold. But that didn't stop him. He believed in himself and he went forward to become the Lord Mayor of London. That's what Spirit wants you to do. Make your choice and stick to it. And when you follow it wholeheartedly, you cannot go wrong. But you have to make the choice. So, let's see. Yeah, so somebody's in denial about an ending that needs to take place. There is an opportunity coming because the vulture doesn't kill, it feeds off the opportunity of carry on, like anything that someone else has killed. So from an ending comes a new beginning, but somebody is trying to stay in the comfort zone in this codependent situation and not go with that new beginning. And that's not what Spirit has in mind. So addictions to alcohol, drugs, shopping, gambling, whatever it is, a way of life. So it's bringing imbalance. You're not nurturing yourself. You're not living your true, happy, authentic life. I was born on the 14th and the 13th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. There has been disappointment. Someone has lost a partner, maybe. There could have been a passing of a partner for one of you, and it's really disappointing. It wasn't your fault. You wasn't to blame, but no one's to blame in situations like this. But you can't dwell on the past or stay in the sorrow for too long, because that will stagnate you. There is a chance here, because there's 2 cups, of this, I think it's a gopher, but I'm not sure. Don't know what it is. Still carrying on and surviving, even though there is unhappiness in the past. We have to keep going. The Tower moment, again, I was born on the 16th, live no past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way, because they're not facing things. There could be electrical and water problems within the home. I don't want any more, thank you. Everybody's in denial about it. They don't want it to happen. But something new is manifesting, and there's not a lot you can do about it, except to say that you have to guard against the habits you've formed in learning to survive. So it's time to go forwards with a positive attitude to a new beginning. This is something or someone new of major importance in your life. I was born on the 1st and the 28th. Living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a positive way. A reunion or a celebration will take place. The puffins, they find anywhere, any little nook to find sanctuary. There is some, it may even just be being able to reunite with some people after the lockdown. And again, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, so Spirit is saying, baby steps, you will get there. Whatever it is that you wish to achieve, you can do it, but you must start taking the steps towards it. Slow and steady wins the race. And it will bring you to the ultimate security and happiness and financial prosperity. But there's no new beginnings unless you follow your light. So somebody's not taking action. Because there's no reciprocity, there has to be equal give and take in this situation. The chicken, without the seed that it eats, can't produce the eggs. So you have to give and care for the chicken so that the chicken produces the eggs for you. It's a two-way street, and there is none of that at the moment. There needs to be more of that. Oh, love. Oh dear. Yeah, and we begin with it again. The reciprocity, there's no reciprocity. Somebody's exploiting you. You need to get good advice from a doctor, priest or lawyer. You are protected. There may be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, older male involved in this situation. Someone who's detached, who can see things clearly. And again, Spirit giving you that gift of a new beginning, should you choose to accept it. The foundations of a new life, be it a new home, a new job, career, business, whatever it is. But again, somebody's in denial about what has to end. Those born on the 16th, living or past, date for a diary and address. Trying to keep the peace. That won't happen, I'm afraid. Jenny Wren is in the snow. It's somebody spying on you. It's lies, deceit and theft. Possibly a child. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Could be anywhere in the chart. And you can't have your ecstasy while you're still dwelling on the past. So someone may be drinking too much, or an older water sign, probably male, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, is unhappy about the situation. Unhappiness in love. Because there's no dedication. It's a nightmare situation which we had before the doubling up. So love, messages and action towards love isn't happening, I'm afraid, because somebody's gone back into denial. I don't know why that would happen. But obviously it's important. We've had the 16 negatively more than once, the 10. But we have got, what have we got that's positive? Let's have a look. The 18. So tomorrow may be different. But for today, somebody's in denial. There has to be an ending, a passing. And some of us find it very difficult to let go. Know that it's your loss is their reunion with family and ancestors in spirit. So they will be safe. Yeah, that somebody's definitely losing somebody today, I'm afraid. I have one in mind, they're probably watching. But if that's you, then I'm very sorry. But they will be at peace. Somebody's been trying to hold on. And because somebody's been in denial and they don't want to upset them, but it's one of those things that's got to happen. There's problems within the family or home, maybe repairs need doing, but you don't wallow in this grief for too long. or you'll stagnate. There's a heavy heart there. Somebody's got a very heavy heart. But a reunion again, it says somebody will be reunited. So whoever it is that's passing probably has their beloved partner in spirit and will be joining them. There's Leo energy, negative energy. It's someone close that you know. Could be a Leo, could be somebody born 1962. Could be anybody familiar to you. But there's lies, deceit and theft. And it could be of an inheritance. Someone stealing an inheritance. So watch out for that. I know it's the last thing you want to think about when someone's passed, but they wouldn't want the wrong person to get something. So you will have to gain some knowledge, I believe. You may have to go to someone of learning, or somebody may be studying, or a man of books is mentioned, an educated man, good influence, and there will be money coming from an unexpected quarter. This, whoever this is, it might be the person that passed, is someone of major importance in your life. This isn't just anybody, this is somebody massively important. It could be a government figure, it could be just someone you look up to in high regard, and it's a positive influence on the situation. Yeah, new life. So when one person passes, a new soul will enter the world. So when there's a death, there's a birth, always. But it could mean that some of you are leaving the old life to wake up to a new one. A much brighter, happier life than you knew before. Don't hold on to the why. There's no point in beating yourself up about the why. You might never find out why. But you're building the bricks for the foundations of a new future. Clean up your side of the street. Don't clean up other people's messes. Because it's time to move. And you will be very, very happy. Happy birthday, Spirit saying. So if you have a birthday close to today, that's what they're saying. Deep down, you know who this is from. But for now, you have to chop wood, draw water, get all your ducks in a row, so you're ready to move on, because you are regenerating, just like Doctor Who. It's time to destroy things, bring it down to the ashes, and then rise again like the phoenix. Spirit is going to give you a leg up. So, yeah, see, transformation. So you can't avoid that tower moment. Things are about to change in a big way. For some of you, it will be through a passing, and that is a very sad event. For a lot of you, it will be through choices that you make that you know need to be made. There's no denying them anymore. The number 11 is massively important. So Anne is a very important name, and the 6 of Swords is what they're giving us, which is there. Moving on, leaving the baggage of the past behind, moving from stormy waters to calmer ones. People living deeply have no fear of death. There we are. Only of shallow living. Pluto is the smallest, outermost planet in our solar system, probably carries the most weight. It is the planet of extremes. Birth, sex, death, all are Pluto's themes. Pluto was the god of the underworld. His earlier names, Hades, came to designate the dwelling place of the dead. The name Hades means the unseen. It is a good description of Pluto, which tends to transform areas of astrological chart without us knowing until the explosion or the blowout. In traditional astrology, somebody born 1930 may be involved. In traditional astrology, Pluto is the higher octave of Mars, but has some similarities to Saturn, which is forced oppression, which is what's happening when the tower is reversed, because that powerful force is turned upside down and repressed. Pluto governs renewal and rebirth. It brings to the surface things that have been hidden or felt deep inside. They are sometimes painful to confront and embarrassing or taboo. It tends to inspire unwelcome surprises. Pluto can be like a tower collapsing in your life, a life from which you must rebuild from the debris with the building blocks that you have. And also inspiration. Many things you've relied upon for always being there may suddenly disappear or leave, so somebody's going to pull the rug from under you. More than anything else, Pluto represents endings and beginnings. It's not a kind of physical death per se, since in our lifetimes we experience many deaths and new starts. It is simply a time when the decks will be wiped clean for new action. Most of the time you begin to feel ill at ease, with the feeling of something not quite right, and things going down strangely with an eerie silence like the Titanic. If your relationship has been difficult, it will either end or deepen and become more fulfilling. Any romance that starts at this time will prove intense. It is very important not to try and control things. Instead, surrender to the ups and downs for a while. Although some of those changes may be painful ones, that said, this is a time of intense sexuality. It may come in various forms: great sex, not enough sex, strange sex, or most likely intense and consuming sex. In terms of job or career, it is time to get another one. When Pluto card presents itself in a reading, you may have recently been infatuated with hidden objects, certain mysteries, or the taboo. This could be a time when you're able to sense and feel the spirits around you. Sometimes this card can indicate psychic attacks, and thus you should be very careful who you open up to. Be cautious if you're involved in anything paranormal or occult in nature. You're not particularly vulnerable, in fact, your strength is growing, but it's important at this point to spiritually protect yourself. And I've said this yesterday, I believe, but remember that ball of light, your soul, a ball of bright white energy within your heart. It grows and grows to surround you in a bubble, an impenetrable bubble, like a force field that your ancestors build so that nothing can hurt you. You may be having to fight off negative people, energy vampires, and lost spirits looking for a home. You may become upset concerning something about your past that turns out to be something you never really believed to be, never realised was, it just wasn't what it seemed to be. On a more mundane level, you may have to be more careful with your finances, taxes, and inheritance. What did I say? Because somebody is trying to steal that inheritance, and I don't like that, and spirit don't like that. It gets them very upset. There it is, stolen inheritance. You may have the opportunity to suddenly move to a new home. What did I say? Possibly new life, new home. But beware of the foundations, water or sewer problems, and also the possibility that the house might be haunted. Think of Pluto as leftover energy that tends to languish in a state of decay or decadence. More positively, rejuvenation, healing, and rebirth. And that's why you're moving on to in the Six of Swords in that boat, leaving all that behind and moving on to better things. So destruction and creation, regeneration, passing away. So you've done really well there, Spirit, because you've got regeneration there. Absolutely fantastic. Someone passing away. funeral homes, mortuaries, hospitals, sewers, latrines, bathrooms, dumps, graveyards, that which has been buried. So something that you've been in denial about. Decay, hidden or unseen things, ghosts, spirits, dark entities, hauntings, the occult, dark magic, sorcery. Don't do black magic because it will only come back on you tenfold. Tunnels, the underground, vampirism, gothic culture, the weather, the genitals, procreative system, the lower colon, crossroads, divorce, changes in finance, the culling back of non-essential in life, a twisted outlook, profound rebellion, the colours black, purple and maroon. The Six of Swords brings you transformations, endings, new beginnings, new ways of being, the end of the old with an intensity that you can't stop. Thanks for listening.